howdy there, Hoop Group family. I'm Eve with the baby's booty, and tonight is going to be a crafty night. Last week we did a lot of talking. This week we're going to do simple craft. I hope it's simple. Anyway, I had this idea because I was working on a project earlier today, and in working on that project, I was like, I should be able to recycle this. And so we're going to see if I can recycle it. I don't know. I'm going to give it a shot. I got an idea in my head. Hopefully it'll work. Y'all know how it goes. I'm down to try some anything. And so that's what we are going to do tonight. It is going to involve some applique, which I am going to probably use the Brother Six needle. Not sure. I ain't made up my mind yet because I could use the smaller single needle machine, but I'm probably going to use the Brother. Probably going to use the Brother machine. So that's what we'll do. It's a very simple applique design. If it works, then I'll make the applique design available. It is 4x4 friendly. If it doesn't work, I ain't giving y'all nothing because I ain't trying to send nobody nothing and it don't work. Well, I mean, actually, it'll still work. Now that I think about it, it just depends on what you do with it. And we'll get into that a little bit later. So thank you for coming to hang out with me tonight. I hope you enjoy what we have planned. Oh, and a little bit of rhinestoning will be in there as well because, a girl got to have a cute shirt to wear for the fall season. So we're going to make a super simple design. It's a design I already have, and it is available on our website. And I'll link that here in a little bit. But for now, what I want to do is jump in the chat and say hello really quickly to some of the folks who have taken the time out of their busy schedule to come and hang out with us tonight. So hope you don't mind me saying hi, because without you guys here, I wouldn't even have a channel, right? Right. So let's jump in the chat and say hello. So we want to say hi to So Crafty. Hey, So Crafty, honey, welcome. Thank you very much for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. And for those with the Hoop Group member that are not only subscribed to this channel, but are also contributing members to this channel, I am eternally grateful. Thank you so very much. So when you hear me say thank you for being a Hoop Group member, that's what I'm talking about to those specifically. But of course, I want to thank everyone for being here and being subscribed to our channel. If you're not, go ahead and subscribe. Doesn't hurt anything. It's free. Usually I'm only on Sundays, but sometimes on the off chance that I decide to pop on like I did last night, then you'll get a notification if you click the notification bell and have notifications turned on your devices. DB, welcome, my dear. Thank you for coming to hang out. Hey, Kelly, welcome, neighbor. Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Jill said, Lover Tech, welcome. Thank you so very much for being here and for being our YouTube Hoop Group member as well. Knick Knack Nurse, hey, I passed by your way today. On my way home from the beach, we came through that way coming down to get to 74. So thanks for being here. I appreciate it. Martha Jordan, welcome. Thank you for being here. Boyd Apparel and Designs, welcome. Thank you for coming to hang out with me tonight. Precious Pieces, hey, honey bunny, welcome. Thank you for being here and for being a YouTube Hoop Group member as well. Miss 143, thank you so very much for being here and for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. I definitely appreciate it. Cheryl Green, hey, honey, welcome. Thank you for being here. Big hugs. Then we also have Visionary Creations. Thank you also for being here and for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. I appreciate you hanging out with us. Hi, Sheila Cushionberry, my home skillet from Tejas. It's good to see you in here with us tonight. Thank you for being here, my love. And tell the babies hi if they're there, whichever one. Or if neither one, then save it and tell it to them when you see them again. Chantel Brown, welcome, hun. Thank you for being here. Then we also have EJ's daughter. Hey, EJ's daughter, welcome. Thank you so much for being here and for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. I appreciate you. We also have DB in the house. Hey, honey, welcome. Denise Lewis, welcome. Thank you for hanging out with us. Linda T. Hey, Linda T. Welcome. And thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. I'm excited. Hopefully going to get to hang out with you a little bit tomorrow. So I hope so. Miss Ethel Smith Ames. Hey, hun. Welcome. And thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member as well. C. Mills. Welcome. Thank you for coming to hang out. Lady Bear. Hey, honey. Welcome. Thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member here on our channel. And did you get the, did you see the link? I didn't put the link. Shay Shay put the link. But did you find the tape? I just wanted to ask, I wanted to ask you that in the chat, but it was just, I had so much going on at one time. It was crazy. Hey, Marilyn, welcome. Thank you for being here. And thank you so much for being a YouTube Hoop Group member as well. Tell my friend I said hi. Yvonne Hudson. Hey, hun, from Cali. Welcome. Thank you. My son came from out there, and he flew out there. He flew out there, the supervisor's dad. So I had the supervisor all this week. So last week, the week before, he flew out there. I forget where he was going, but I knew he had to go to Cali. And then immediately, he was only there for a couple of days. And as soon as he got back, the job sent him to Canada. So he went to Canada. I forget where. And so he and his wife, he took his wife with him to Canada this time for the job. And that's why I had the supervisor all this week. But he's back now. Actually, this week, Tuesday, he goes to Ohio for the job. But at any rate, I told him as soon as he got off the plane, I needed his phone to be in his hand, and I needed him to be playing California Love. I mean, I didn't tell him to do that part, but I told him make sure he played that song as soon as he got off the plane. Now, whether he did it or not, I don't know. I doubt it, but I did tell him to do that. Okay, sorry, went all off on a tangent. Suzanne Go Grand Go from the Space Coast. Hey, honey, welcome. Thank you for being here and hanging out with us tonight. Our Love Landers, welcome, and thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. Then we have Mary Brown. Hey, Mary Brown, welcome, and thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. I appreciate you. Nicole Holbrook. Wow, thank you for being here, for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. I apologize. That came from I don't know where. Monique Johnson, ED, welcome. EDD, sorry, welcome. Thank you for being here, and thank you so much for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. Then we got Porgy Town, welcome, Porgy Town. Thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. Then we have Smirk Creations, welcome, and thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. And one more, we got Jesse Gibson in the house. Holler, hey Jesse, welcome. Thank you for coming to hang out with us. I am going to scroll, and I am going to make sure I do not miss any babies. If you have any babies, anybody, if you don't know what a baby is, if you have a new baby, meaning if you got a new piece of equipment, whether that be an embroidery machine, a new printer, a new 3D print machine, a new laser machine, a new heat press, it's always been my thing that most people don't. Ooh, Lady Bear, I'm glad your headache is letting up. Most people don't realize the equipment that we have, and that it's hard work, and it's a big achievement to be able to get pieces of equipment for the crafting that we do. And so I like to celebrate with you. So if you got a new baby, let me know, and I'll ring the bell for you and celebrate with you. Miss Sharon Davenport, no worries. Welcome, my dear. Tiffany Finley, welcome. Haven't seen your name before. Welcome. Thank you for coming to hang out. And thank you to everyone else who is here. I am scrolling to make sure I don't miss any babies. Please remember to hit the like button. You can wait till later on in the show just in case you don't like what we're doing, but I doubt it. I think you'll be okay if you go ahead and hit it down. But it's up to you. Let's see. Penny Crafting. Hey, Miss Merlina. Let me see. I am super excited. So I'm going to also, before we get into the project, and while I'm scrolling the chat, I am going to reiterate what I talked about. No, I'm sure I have sound, because if I didn't have sound, he would have told me by now. He would have been yelling. So I'm pretty sure I got sound. Hey, Jane Kirk, welcome. Yeah, it has been a while. Welcome. Let's see. I have been a busy bee, and it has been. Hey, Eartha Lewis, welcome. It's been a lot going on. Hey, Enduring Heart Design, welcome. Good to see you. I'm saying hi to these specific ones because I haven't seen them in a minute, and definitely want to make sure you feel welcome being here. I was going through my pictures of Blingfest and Stitch and Shine Designs by Ida. I love your name, first off, and welcome. Thank you for being here. And Natalie Robbins, welcome. Thank you for being here as well. Oh my goodness, crispy bacon in the house. I like crispy bacon, and I like my son. Welcome, son. Member for 27 months, Miss Gail. Holler. Yes, honey. Yes. Thank you for being a member here for 27 months. And then we got Lady Bear member for 16 months. Holler. Yes, honey. Yes. Thank you so very much, Lady Bear. Thank you, Honey Bunny, for putting that up for me. Let's see, Willa Allen. Hey, Willa Allen. So seeing your name, Willa Allen, I was going through my pictures of the first Blingfest. TM Jules. I didn't see a TM Jules. Welcome to oh, there you are. Hello from Oklahoma. First time watching. Welcome. Thank you for coming to hang out with us. Hopefully you will have a good time. Thanks for speaking up in the chat. We love folks being interactive. Chris Smith Collabo, a member for 42 months. Holler. Yes, honey. Yes. Welcome. Thank you for being here. And then Picture Me Crafting, a member for 46 months. Holler. Yes, honey. Yes. And then Marilyn, been a member for 46 months. Hey, yes, honey. Yes. Thank you, Marilyn. I appreciate you. And 755 says a member for 40 months with a whole bunch of R's. Holler. Yes, honey. Yes. Thank you so very much. And then Rosalind Lewis says, a member for 23 months. You got a new baby, but you haven't played with it. The cell phone. Oh, you got the cell phone case heat press. Cool. Yes. Congratulations. Holler. And thank you for being a member for 27 months. Yes. I saw that. And then I was like, ooh, what all else can it do? So let me know what all else it can do, because I'm not big into doing the cell phone cases. But it looks like you could do some other stuff too. So I'm excited about that. Danny, a member for 37 months. Holler. Yes, honey. Yes. Thank you, Danny. Good to see you, my dear. Welcome. Miss JB, always a pleasure. Welcome and thank you for being a member for 43 months. Holler. Yes, honey. Yes. Miss JB, thank you. And I did get your message, Miss JB. So I will get back to you on that. EJ's daughter in love. I appreciate you. And a member for 57 months. Holler. Y'all. Thank you so very much. 57 months. Oh my gosh. My brain can't even wrap around how long that is. That's awesome sauce. And then Vera says, see you at Bling. See you at Blingfest. Holler. Yes. Yes. Blingfest. Yes. Super, super excited. We're going to talk about Blingfest really quickly. Let's see. In the bushes for a little while, Lynn. No worries. I hope you feel better. Hope you recuperate completely. TM Jewel said, you got a new baby. A baby Lock Solaris. Holler. Yes. Congratulations. That baby Lock Solaris is nice. Thank you, Honey Bling. I was scrolling up to it. Sheila say she get a new house. When you get that house, honey, we'll definitely ring that bell for you, because it's kind of like a she shed in a way. I'm just saying. Hey, Kristen, no worries. Let's see. Baby Giant Services LLC. Donzel, welcome. Tanya. Let's see. Okay, so I was going through my pictures from Blingfest, the first one, right? And I was looking at all of the pictures that I took with everybody and pictures that I took of everybody. Hey, Faith. So I was shocked. There's a couple of people that I hadn't seen in a while, and I'm hoping everybody's okay. So if you get a rogue email from me and you're like, why is she reaching out? I was just curious to see how you're doing, because I hadn't seen you in a while, and I just wanted to make sure you were good. Oh, you're welcome, Stitch and Shine Designs by Ida. I don't know why that didn't roll off like it did the first time, fam. My bad. But that's awesome sauce. Kristen say 5. Thank you, fam, for doing the math. I appreciate you. Hey, Linda Gray, welcome. Hey, T Johnson, welcome. Oh, I'm at the bottom. Holler. You bought a new house. I know. Sheila, I knew what you were saying. So when you get it, let me know so I can ring the bell for you. Linda, because it's kind of like getting a she shed. That's what I was saying. You getting your new house is going to be like a new she shed for you. I hope you added 2 rooms for yourself. Linda Gray, welcome. A member for 37 months. She said, it's been great over here. Thank you. Holler. Yes, honey. Yes, I appreciate it very much. Where'd you get that purple heart from? Right. Right. 7:55. When I tell you, it's ironic that you point that out. Me and the hubby was just talking about that 2 days ago. And we were like, we were talking about the play button with one of the YouTubers. And I was telling him, or he was like, I like the plaque that you already have. And I said, I know because it's my favorite color and mostly because it was made with a whole lot of love. And so, yes, that's my cherished thing. So that will never be replaced. I doubt I'll ever make it to whatever. If I do, so be it. Don't care. That's 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 my heart right there. I absolutely love that. Don't get me emotional. I'm not gonna do it. But thank you. I appreciate you always. And I don't need nothing for 60 because I love that one so much. It's just so special to me. All right, you guys. So let me get into why I came on last night real quick. Just to go ahead and throw this information out there in regards to Blingfest. Just an update. I spent the last couple of days getting the information together. Hey, Letitia. And I have been trying to double check and triple check and quadruple check everybody's information for Blingfest. I'm writing this stuff out by hand because I'm old, we old school, y'all. It's like back in our day, which I am surprised I'm having to say that. That is a trip. My dad and them used to be like back in my day, and I was like, whatever. Yeah, back in our day, we wrote things and we put stuff in writing, and when you write it, it's almost like it sticks to your brain a little bit better. So I've been writing things out using different color pens and the whole nine, so that it's like I don't mess nothing up, and so I don't mess anything up rather. And so I have been working on that. And one of the things, okay, let's start from the top. And forgive me for a sec. I'm not going to look at the chat briefly. Hey, D and Cynthia, because I want to not get distracted. So give me a sec. Blingfest tickets stop September the 30th. Okay. If anything with that changes, which I doubt seriously, if anything with that changes, I will let you know by the end of this week. Lord willing. Nothing throws me off this week. I'll let you know. Number two, if you have already purchased your Blingfest ticket, if you've already purchased your Blingfest ticket and you don't remember letting me know what your favorite color is, please send me an email and let me know what your favorite color is. I have an extra little gift that I'm doing, and I'm trying to cater to your favorite colors. Not really specific to shades, so to speak, but just let me know what your favorite color is. The other thing is, I have reached out to a couple of folks in regards to some selections they made with their tickets. So keep an eye out on your email. Worst case scenario, I'll call because I need to be sure of what I'm turning in for you information wise. And so definitely, if you ain't heard from me yet and hadn't gotten an email, 9 times out of 10, I'm not talking to you. But it's only like 3 people. Actually, now it's just 2 people. Oh, no, it's just one person that I haven't heard from. The other, I'm still waiting on a response. We've been going back and forth. So I'm waiting on a response. So one person I'm still waiting to hear from. But if you can give me your favorite color, I would appreciate it. You don't have to, but I kind of would like to personalize your gift based on your favorite color. Let's see, what was the other thing? So ends on the 30th. Oh, if you are interested in coming to Blingfest and you have some questions, you can drop them in the chat. It is held here, Charlotte, North Carolina. It is October the 25th is the date of the Blingfest. We also have a dinner prior to the night before. If you're interested, the full ticket includes the dinner, the 2-night hotel stay, and the Blingfest and the after party on Saturday night. So, and it includes your dinner for Friday night and includes your lunch on Saturday as well. You get to choose what you're going to eat and drink. And all of that is on your registration form when you go to purchase the ticket. So if you are interested, it is located here. You will have transportation available from the airport. You don't have to find your own transportation once you land. If you're driving in, that's fine as well. You will get the hotel information a week prior to the Bling Fest. It will not come to you any sooner than that. It won't come to you any sooner than that. It goes out the week prior. Um, so be on the lookout for that. I will definitely be in touch several times between now and then. If you have any questions, any concerns, just let me know between now and then. That's not an issue. But I'm overly excited this time. I mean, I was excited before, but yeah, I'm definitely excited this time. We've got 2 new colors that will be debuting at the Bling Fest, that you guys will have the ability to see it and touch it and play with it there at the Bling Fest. Also, Bling Fest, you don't have to bring anything to the Bling Fest if you're interested in coming. Everything will be provided, from your scoops to your brushes to your tweezers to your transfer tape to templates will be there. Your goodie bag comes with 2 templates. The 2 official Bling Fest tickets will templates will be in there. Um, what else? You will have blanks to bling. If you want to bring your own blanks, you're welcome to. That's not an issue. Um, just make sure it's something that's heat resistant. Of course, you know what you can bling and what you can't. And if you don't know how to bling, but you're still interested in coming, you got a whole room full of folks that will teach you how to bling. I'm just saying, you ain't even got to worry about that. We're going to have a good time. So, all that being said, I'm super excited for Blingfest. All right, so I'm gonna go in the chat, make sure I'm not missing anything. Hey, Delonda, make sure I'm not missing anything. Any questions? Ooh, do burn. That's what's up. Do burn is right around the corner. If people don't share their favorite color, just give them purple. Hilarious. Well, the theme color for the dinner this year, which I did not mention that we have a theme color for the dinners. The first dinner, Blingfest dinner, was white. The second Blingfest dinner was black. This year's Blingfest dinner is red. Okay. So that's hey Naomi Dickerson. That is going to be the deal for this year. So back in their day, you ain't have to worry about the computer crash, right? Okay, so that does it for that. Now let's get into what we're going to be doing for the project tonight. So I have been remodeling and rearranging in my studio for this is a little teeny backstory, real quick. I've been rearranging for my studio for darn near 6 months now. I've been saying this. It's actually been technically longer than that. When one day I woke up and I was over it, and I was over having stuff, and I like have entirely too much stuff. But at any rate, in doing so, I have decided to get rid of stuff and move stuff out and all that other jazz. And at the same time, try and make things kind of cute, right? Um, so one baby step at a time. And I promise you, it's been baby steps. But tonight, while I was in here cleaning up and stuff, I moved the machines and cleaned from around them and picked up stuff that had fallen behind them and all that jazz. And one of the things that fell was my little glitter sequin curtains back there, because I had them up, and the mount that I had them on was not a very good mount, and it fell. And so the curtains had been laying there for quite some time. So tonight I took the time, hung the curtains, and when I hung them, they're actually too long. They were 8 feet long curtains, right? Panels, which was why they work so well right here in the doorway, because they're 8 feet. So with that, I was like, not about to have no 8 feet piled up behind the machines for potentially spiders to come in, because this is an outside door for spiders to come in and possibly make a home in my sequin curtains. That's just gonna be a no. Sorry, hate it for you. So I trimmed them and I cut them, and when I cut them, I was gonna throw them away, And then I sat there and I folded them up. And now I don't know what to do with them. I got to find them though, because we're going to use them tonight. Because I folded them. And then I was like, how cool would it be to use the sequin curtain remnant for applique? I think that would be real cute, right? And so I was going to go get a sweatshirt out of the sweatshirt box to do a sweatshirt, and I was like, I really don't want to do no sweatshirt because it ain't quite time for the sweatshirt. So I have some denim shorts over here that I'm going to put the applique on, and it's just a simple applique. I was going to do something over the top, and I was like, you know what, Father, I don't know why I'm tempting myself and stressing myself when you tell me to keep things simple and to keep my eyes simple. And so I just made a heart. It's just an applique heart, but I did add some stippling because I wanted to be sure that because I'm not going to use heat and bond on the back of the sequins because I don't want them to melt or any because I don't know. I'm pretty sure they're plastic. So I did just a light stippling in the heart and then the applique border. So that's what we're going to do. And then we're going to, oh, you've seen it? Okay. I haven't seen it. I wasn't paying. And if somebody did, I wasn't paying attention. Um, Probably should have been. Then I would have known whether I could do this or not. Cause I was like, ooh, I'm going to feel real bad if this don't, if this don't work. I'm going to feel like a goofball. So as soon as I find my sequence, but anyway, so that's why I'm going to use the 6 needle because I'm going to use the 5x5, 5.5x5.5 mighty hoop because it's denim. And I'm just going to be going real rogue with this and not even putting what's the face behind it, stabilizer, because it's denim. And we're gonna see how all this. No, I can do stabilizer behind it because I have a big enough square. I have squares, pre-cut squares. So that's what we're gonna do with that. And I also probably will. I want to see what it looks like to add, some random crystal rhinestones around it because you see the sequence is silver. So I'm hoping like some random crystals around on the front of the denim will be real cute. So that's the plan. Oh, the sequence is up under the shorts. That's why I can't find them. Also, the I have another tank like this one, and the tank that I have that's like this one, we're going to put some rhinestones on while the applique is being stitched out. And so this is the design that I'm going to be putting on the tank. And it's my pretty pumpkin design. So if you click the link in the description, it's going to take you to this search page right here. And the reason why I didn't link you directly to the design is for a couple of reasons. Number one, I have it in SS6 and SS10. So you might want SS6 or you might want both or you might just want SS10. That's fine. The stones that I'm going to be using tonight is pumpkin. And then I also have this one, which I forgot I even had that one. That's another design. So that's why I linked to this page so that you can go ahead and get a hold to this if you wanted it. And so the link is in the description. Hey, Barbara Woods. So there you are. That's what the plan is for tonight. Nothing elaborate, just a little bit of fun. And I'm going to go ahead and switch us over to the cutting table and go ahead and get us started in our project because we're already 30 minutes in. And I done talked so much until it's like, bruh, can we please get to the project? Yes, yes, we can. And I have a couple of surprises for you guys tonight as well. So there you have it. We're going to start with the denim shorts. So I'm going to move that to the side. These are Old Navy shorts, nothing fancy. They are a little thin, so I may go ahead and put some stabilizer behind them. But here is the sequin curtains, and it was 3 panels that I trimmed off of that window. And so I'm like, I think this I don't know. It's kind of thin. So I was like, I don't know. We should be able to do it. So I'm thinking like, well, probably not right there. Yeah, I can move the pocket. We could probably put a heart there or put a heart there. Maybe even on the back. I don't know. But for now, no, I think just the front. Couple of hearts and then some rhinestones all around it, I think would be kind of neat. So that's the plan. So let me grab the hoop because it was behind me in the chair. And let me grab some stabilizer because I am just going to go ahead and do stabilizer. And you know what, y'all? I did not load the design on the machine yet. And again, the design is 4x4 friendly. Should be anyway. I tried to make it 4x4 friendly. And then we will, I'll put it on a link in the community tab for you to get the link. Okay. All right. So this is a Mighty Hoop. Mighty Hoop is super awesome. If you did not know, hey, precious pieces, no worries. Be safe. And this, hey, Rougie, this is a very awesome hoop. It makes it easy to hoop your materials, whatever it is that you're embroidering on, but it's especially good for denim because denim is so heavy. You can easily hoop denim with ease. Okay, so I'm going to show you a trick or a hack. There's a couple, actually there's two hacks for this particular hoop. Okay, the first hack is right here. And I've shown this before, but if you haven't seen it, then that's why I'm showing it again. So the company that made these Mighty Hoops, now this is for a multi-needle machine. You can use a multi-needle industrial machine, or you can use the 6-needle and the 10-needle Brother embroidery machine. They make brackets for the Brother as well, and that's what these are. They're longer so that it fits the Brother machines. But the company that made these Mighty Hoops came up with this because if I wanted to hoop or go ahead and get this started, this is the hoop part that goes to the inside. This is the hoop part that goes to the outside. So if I want to put this in and I want my heart to be up here somewhere, I'd have to put this in, and I don't know if you can see that, but the stabilizer is all bunched up under there, and I'd have to try and figure to get it straight and all that other jazz. We don't want to have to go through all of that. And that's 2 pieces of stabilizer anyways. So what they did was they created this. And if you put your stabilizer on top of the back part of the hoop and press this down over the top, see it molds around the stabilizer and holds it in place. And it makes it easy for you to slide it in. And you can slide it in place. I'm going to move this pocket so that I can get it as close to up here as I can. And it's not going to be, because I'm going to angle it once I get it in there. All right. And then you just take this and you clamp it down. And there you got your stabilizer. It's on here perfect. It's nice and straight like a drum. Right. And then this, now that it's hooped and it's on there, this pops right off. Okay. So before we hoop this one, I'm going to show you the secret sauce that I came up with if you don't have this, because this is an extra charge. But there's another way to hoop your stabilizer and make sure that it's nice and straight when you use the Mighty Hoop. So I'm going to double check this and see if that pocket is in the way. It don't feel like it, but I definitely want to be sure that, okay, it was in there a little bit, but not too much. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is, oh, that's what I forgot to do. Hang on. That's what I forgot to do. Wish it was for a single. Well, you talking about the Mighty Hoop? It doesn't have to be for the. Are you serious right now? Stupid phone. Well, I was going to put it over there with my phone so that you can see it, and I plugged it up in the car, but I guess me plugging it up in the car wasn't good enough. So I can't plug up the phone over there. I'm sorry, y'all. I can't, but I can plug it up right here. So, and that's not going to do you any good over there. So that sucks. So you got to take my word for it that it's over there stitching. No, because I want you to see it. How am I going to do this? I know what I can do. I'll use my other phone. Okay, so let me go ahead and I'm going to slide this on the machine first off so that it's already over here. And then I'll get the camera set up, the other phone set up so that you can see what's going on. And then, because I haven't even put the design on the drive yet, so that's the other thing I forgot to do. So let's do this number right here. And then I'm going to use this drive, which something tells me this is not a good drive to use because it's got a zillion designs on it. But we fancy to use it anyways. Oh, it ain't a zillion designs. Okay. So I'm going to go here. Nope, wrong place. I'm going to go here. There it is. And I'm going to put it here. Boop. Perfect. All right, so that's on the flash drive. And let's do this. I'm annoyed that that phone was dead. Let's see if I can find the link, hopefully. Let's see. There it is. Okay. Oh, I hope it don't echo. And it probably will, y'all, so hold on. I hope not. Let's mute. And let's do this too. Let's do this. Let's do this. Nope, that's not what I wanted. It was already there. Okay. Hey, y'all. Oh, see. Okay, let me turn it down. I need to do, where's my, hold on, y'all. Okay. Okay. Let me get my headset. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna leave this so that I don't disconnect it. All right. He said it wasn't echoing, but just in case, I'm putting in my headset. Let's see. Okay. Let me. There we go. Okay. Oh, that looks terrible. What in the world? Is it what's the face to y'all? Let's see. Mm-hmm. Okay. That still didn't work. Stupid thing. Okay, well, whatever. Hopefully it ain't echoing too bad. So I'm gonna get the design loaded and break a nail at the same time. is not what I said to do. Let me make sure it's good though, because it can use it. Nope. So I have it. Whoops, sorry y'all. I got to that's what I meant to do. There we go. Whoops. Y'all, I'm messing up. Why you didn't tell me I was messing up? Hold on. All right, now, whoops. Okay, so the first step is to do the thing that's going to show you where to put the fabric, right? So let me do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Okay. What in the whole? Okay. Oh, for right now that works. Okay. So what I'm going to do is take one piece of the sequin curtain placement. Thank you. Sorry. Your placement stitch. What did I say? Ain't no telling what I said. All right. And so this is a 4x4 design. So I'm going to cut a fairly generous piece of this curtain remnant. And I'm using just some generic scissors. I am not using my fabric scissors for this. So here's the material that I'm going to use. All right. And so now that you see that that's been cut, let's go here. And I'm just going to lay this right on top. Hopefully it's not echoing too bad. Okay. And now what's going to happen is it's going to stitch a tack down stitch. All right, so this tack down stitch is going to tack the fabric in place. You don't hear an echo either? Okay, good. I'm sorry, y'all, because it's annoying the snot out of me. And what I'm going to do is move this over to the cutting table. And so now I'm going to take the scissors and cut around this. So if you're not familiar with applique, this will be a really easy introduction into applique for you. And usually you would use duckbill scissors to get super close to your stitching without cutting into your stitches. But I don't want to use my duckbill scissors because I don't want to mess them up with this sequin fabric. I don't think it would mess them up or make them dull, but you never know. And I created this, I think, with a generous satin stitch. So I'm hoping that it will cover this. If it doesn't, then I will go back to the drawing board and fix it for you guys before putting it available on in the community tab. Okay. So this is what's called applique when you use fabric to create the background of your embroidery instead of filling the entire thing in embroidery with stitches. Okay. And this is messy, as you see, is putting half cut up sequins all over God's creation. So when you do this, be prepared to have sequins everywhere. All right. So I'm just knocking the extra sequins off. I'm still going to have some, but that's kind of cute already. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited. I am so excited about this. Okay. Now, what I did with this particular design is I added stippling in again, because let me move the camera so that you can see the effect of what I'm saying. So this fabric is not like your regular cotton or whatever. It's not laying flat and it's not starched or anything. So you see how it's kind of loosey in there, which is fine. So I added some stippling to make sure that this stays nice and put. So that's what's going to stitch next. Then the satin border is going to stitch. Okay. And while that's stitching, I'm going to go ahead and clean this up over here. Oh, well, no, actually, I need to cut another piece because we're going to do a heart on the other side. So we're going to do 2 hearts on those jean shorts. Oh, thank you, Marilyn. Thank you, Donzel. I'm excited. I'm glad it's working because I wasn't sure. I was hoping it wasn't going to tear up. Okay. So that's just a little bit of stippling, you guys. It's not a whole lot. So see, now it's not moving around. See how the fabric is nice and flat now. So that's what I wanted. So the next stitch is, I don't know why it's asking to do that. So I'm gonna have to fix that. So the next stitch needed to be the satin stitch. So I'm gonna have to check my pattern. It was 2 other stitches in there somewhere, and I don't know what that was all about. So now it's going to do the satin stitch. And like I said, while doing the satin stitch, I'm going to get this stuff put up. I have my second piece of 4x4 fabric already cut out. Hey, Unbiased. Oh yeah, I got, so this was a set of curtains that I got off of Amazon. You know what? I can link that too. Because if you go and buy sequin fabric, it might cost more than these curtains did. I don't know. So it can't hurt to look them up and see if it is a cheaper alternative. So, and they got a whole bunch of different colors too, y'all. So you could totally find different colors to do this project with. Because I started to order purple, but then I was like, I already got silver. Why am I going to do purple? That don't make sense. Yes, this is a 4x4 heart. 4x4 friendly heart. Let me, well, it's supposed to be anyway. I'll double check it here in a little bit. Because I'm already going to have to edit it. Because it had a couple of extra stitch steps in there. So let me look up and see how much I paid for these curtains, because I don't remember. It was a long time ago that I bought those curtains. Let's see. I ordered these. It comes 2 panels to the pack, 2 foot by 8 foot panels. And at the time they were $17.99. So I don't know how much the fabric would be if you were to buy it like fabric. They come in, let me show y'all. Hold on. Let's do this too. Oh, look, it's almost done that quick. That's crazy. So here they are. $17.99 is what they are now. They also come in 3 foot by 8 foot. So you can do 3 foot or 2 foot wide. They come in blue, black, pink, green, dark pink, gold, hot pink, and iridescent sequins. Royal blue, gold again, red, purple. That's a kind of a dark purple, light pink. This would have been the purple I would have bought. Kind of hate I didn't buy it, but it's a little more pinkish purple for me. I'd have to see it in person. Lake green, silver, which is what I have, white, and then lime green. So this is what I bought on Amazon, and I'll drop the link in the chat, and then I'll put it in the dooflachi afterwards. What is it called? Description. I'll put it in the description afterwards. I think it was $6.99, $7.99 a yard, and 30% off. Okay, so you can do that too. And don't know if you'll find the sequin fabric in those colors, but if you can't, then you know that's an option that you can get a hold to it. So let me switch back to the table because we're going to take that over to the table, and then I'm going to show you my other trick for hooping the other side. All right, and I'm going to stitch this again on the other pocket, okay? So this is how it turned out. Super cute. Okay, so let's take this off. And this magnet with these mighty hoops are strong, strong, strong. Resourceful tip. Sometimes just buying something and chopping up the fabric is a much more affordable option. And it's in this instance with Amazon, it's an accessible option as well. So I'm gonna knock these extra stitches, sequins off that was sitting there. And then we're gonna go inside and I'm gonna trim the extra stabilizer. Rule of thumb, you kind of want to trim and keep at least roughly a half an inch away, is what experts have said, but you know, it's up to you however you want to do it. It ain't got to be that far away. You can do closer if you want to. And then here is, that's how it looks on the inside. The pocket was out the way, so that's awesome sauce. And this is what it looks like on the front. I love it so very much. Okay, so problem number one, what I would probably do if I were to repeat this project, I would probably map out where I'm going to put the heart and then heat press my rhinestones on around where the heart is going to be first, maybe, and then come back, because what's going to happen is I can't put this on the heat press because I don't know if these are metal or not. I don't know. I don't think they are. I think these are plastic and I don't want to melt them. They can melt. So what I'm going to wind up having to do if I put rhinestones on here, I'm going to have to press with the handheld press. Okay. So just FYI on that. Now, so my second tip for hooping with the mighty hoop. Oh, actually, before I do that, somebody earlier had said they wish that the mighty hoop was made for the single needle embroidery machine. I'm gonna show you this really quick. There is a magnetic hoop that is available for single needle machines, brother anyways. And in my I don't have Husqvarna, I have Bernina. My Burnett rather, my Burnett has a magnetic hoop too. So you can get aftermarket hoops This is a 4x4 one, and this is the 5x7 one right here. So there are options that you can get aftermarket without having to do the, miss out on being able to use a magnetic hoop. Okay. So just, and I got these off of Amazon. What type of needle did you? I just use my regular 9014 needle that I use for all of my embroidery. I use 9014. Okay. And so I'm going to put the other heart right here. Probably right here, closer to the inside. All right. So remember the last time when I was showing you the stabilizer, you lay the stabilizer on top, and to keep it from shifting around while you're trying to get the hoop position, you use this. But what I do because I have other hoops that are other sizes, and I don't have this for those hoops. So what I do is I go get my handy little pack of washers, these little itty bitty washers right here, 1/4 inch washers, and I'll put them in usually 4, no more than 4, and I put them all around on the outer part of the hoop. Okay, and I just let the magnet pull wherever it's gonna go. All right, and so there I have my magnets in place, and then I slide it in. Actually, let's make sure that they're to the outside of the hoop. Slide it in. And I'm just being random with where I'm putting these hearts. There's no rhyme or reason to where I'm putting it or why I'm putting it. They don't have to be straight. They don't have to be anything. I'm just putting them in. And so now that I have my stabilizer in, see it's nice and straight. And those washers are holding the stabilizer. All I do is pop that on. I popped it on a little too fast. And now my stabilizer is still good on the back. And because I'm using those thin 1/4 inch washers, they are still in place. So they're going to be in place when I take this apart, as opposed to this, which is better. This is the better option because you don't want to cause a problem with accidentally hitting one of those washers or what have you. I haven't done that yet, but just in case, this is a better option. But if you can't get to that right away and you are just desperate, you can do this for the time being until you can get that. But that's my other tip. So we're going to put the other heart right here. And the exact same steps that we used the first time is what we're going to use the second time. And you saw how quick we were able to get that done. It went super quick. I thought I was going to have the time to rhinestone the tank top, and did, but it's no worries. Okay, so what I'm going to do in this instance, I'm going to do the exact same design, but I'm going to rotate it. Probably not as. Actually, I'm going to let this one be straight up and down. There we go. Uh-oh, I hear the, what's the face? All right, I already have my sequin fabric cut over here on the table, so I'm going to take this over there. know what, y'all? I happen to remember I have a pair of duck bill scissors that I don't particularly care for. So we're gonna, let's see, where are they? Let's see. No, they're not in there. They're not in there. I don't know where they are. So we're gonna have to go back with this. Because I don't know where they are. They're not over here. Okay. All right. Hopefully this looks to be simple enough for you to try if you haven't done it already. And thank you for coming to hang out and watch while we do this. Didn't really want to use black thread, but it did make it easier for you to see. So I'm not super worried about it. Black still is good with the denim, and it still looks good with the silver. So okay. All right, yes. Are you positioned below? Yes, I am below the pocket. Pocket's way up here on this one. This is down at the bottom of the leg. And you'll be able to see that a lot better once we get it out of the hoop. But here's the second one. And so let's get the stippling on, and then we'll do the satin outline. And then we'll be done with the applique part. Oh, whoops. Oh, well, actually, y'all saw it stitch the stippling before. So while the stippling is going and while the outline for the satin is going, we'll go ahead and get this taken off. This is the pumpkin. This is SS10, and it is available on the website. Alrighty, there's one right here that did not come out. And one right there. And two right here. One right there. So what's that? 5 that did not peel. Oh, one right there, but that didn't cut right. I don't know why that circle didn't cut right. Everybody else is good. Nope, there's another one. All right. So let's get our mount. Let's see. Yes. I love scraps. I like big scraps, and I cannot lie. Let's see. Perfect. Perfect. Alrighty, there's the base of the pumpkin. And let's get another scrap for, let's see, is this big enough? Yas. Holla. And this is for the stem of the pumpkin. Man, we're making good time. All right. So the way this is made, you could flip it either way you want to use it. And I didn't look super hard at which side was the right side up. I am using Icy Pumpkin for this because it's fitting. Looks like I may have to add some more stones. I am. When you brush your stones in to make it easier on you and to help the stones flip each other over, be generous with your stones because you can always pick up the extra. You don't have to worry about that. If you have the Bling scoop, then it's not difficult to pick up the extra. Ooh, it's icy. It's icy in y'all. Goodness gracious. These holes didn't cut right there. I don't know why. I'm gonna have to check that and make sure what's going on. I'm gonna place those. They're ovals right there. I don't know what the deal is. Never had that happen with the graph tech, so I'm gonna check my file and see. Well, actually, I haven't had that issue because I've cut this before. So, but can't hurt to double check. Boom. Nice. Nice. Okay. I'm going to finish brushing this in and put the tape on it so that nothing happens to the position of the stones before I go get that off the machine. Nice, nothing in the brush. Okay. So let's see, we got missing one there. Got an extra stone. See another extra stone. Right here. And I kind of just rub my finger over the top of it just to see, because you usually can feel extra stones that are out of place. I can anyways. I'm sorry. I don't mean to say you can, because some people are like that. It doesn't work for them, and that's understandable. You gotta have. I cannot believe my wrist just hit that. Your hand has to be dry. Has to be dry for this to work. And I have dry skin, so especially on my hands. And be careful when you're blinging. If you haven't blinged before, you want to try, don't let nobody bump the table, because if you bump the table, it will also knock stones out of place, which is kind of what just happened when my wrist, or the bracelet rather, caught the edge of the template and flipped it and flipped those stones to kingdom come. All right, let's make sure we're good. Okay. And I'm just going in, and where my template has the ovals, which again, I don't know why, I'm just going to place the stones there. Set them on top for now. But this pumpkin is acting up. I really like the lights on either side of the needle row. Did they come? Yes, they came with the machine, Brenda. That's the Brother Entrepreneur P R655, I think. P something 655. It's the 6 needle embroidery machine. That's Blessing. Blessing is 5 years old now. No, she's more than 5 years old because I've been here 5 years. So she's about 7 years old, if not older. So, but the brother embroidery machines come with those lights on the side. Hey, Michelle versus Kales. Oh, Linda Gray. That's why I pour them on generous and get the brushing. I just brush until I see them flip into the little holes and go on. But been brushing for a pretty long time, so I kind of enjoy doing this. Okay, so a few more stones, not too many more, and then we'll be done. And then I can pick. Well, I'm done with the pumpkin part, and then I'll go get the shorts off, and we'll take a look at that. And I'm gonna get my handheld mini press. I may not do the mini press with y'all though, because it's a mini press. It's not a bigger one, and I have a bigger hand. Oh, you know what? I can use my Cricut. I'm gonna have to go get the bigger cord though, the longer thing. But I can use I think that's a 9x9 Cricut Easy Press. I can use that. And be careful where I'm placing the press so that I don't mess up that sequin fabric. Hopefully you guys have had a good weekend. I had a pretty good weekend. I went to work. Well, I didn't go to work. My husband went to work. He had to work out of town at Myrtle Beach. And so I went with him and hung out in the hotel while he went to do his job. And then we came back home today. It was only just went for one night. It wasn't a long time. So, all right. So here is the Bling scoop. I'm just gonna put it under the edge of the mat. The scoop slide this right on off onto the scoop. Tilt it back a little bit. Give it a tappity tap. And pour it right back into the container. And then I'm gonna go ahead and put the lid on this thing and band it so that I don't accidentally knock this out. Okay, and now let's get some transfer tape, which is right here. I'm gonna be careful. All right, and I like this design because if I cut it just right, I can use this part for the stem and the big part for the pumpkin if I cut it right. It's gonna be cutting it close. With this part, the pumpkin part, you can use it either way. It can be, yeah, it's upside down. Now that I'm looking at it, but I was just gonna use it however I got it off of the however I got it off of this thing. All right. So give it a good rubbity rub. And let's see if this is gonna be big enough. barely. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this extra piece off and I'm going to use it right there. Okay. Oh, I got one straggler. Okay. There's the pumpkin. How many embroidery machines do I have? I have the Brother 6 needle. I have the red line, which is a 15 needle, red line 1501. I also have the Brother PE 900, which is a 5x7 single needle Brother embroidery machine. And I also have the Brother SE, what is this? SE 725, which is the 4x4 combination. Let's take this down. Combination sewing and embroidery machine. Let's see, let's do this.